Welcome back to Filling the Void, the place where I share my journey to recovery after my snowboard accident. First of all, thank you for the support everyone's been giving me. It's really been amazing. All your kind words and your encouragements really keep me going. Let's dive into today's subject, embracing the void. So when I started my business, one of my first coachees, Ricardo, shared with me a TED Talk about embracing the current situation. It's called Embrace the Shake, and here's a little sneak peek.
So when I was in art school, I developed a shake in my hand, and this was the straightest line I could draw. Now, in hindsight, it was actually good for some things like mixing a can of paint or shaking a Polaroid. But at the time, this was really doomsday. This was the destruction of my dream of becoming an artist. The shake developed out of really a single-minded pursuit of pointillism, just years of making tiny, tiny dots. And eventually, these dots went from being perfectly round to looking more like tadpoles because of the shake. So to compensate, I'd hold the pen tighter, and this progressively made the shake worse, so I'd hold the pen tighter still. And this became a vicious cycle that ended up causing so much pain and joint issues, I had trouble holding anything. And after spending all my life wanting to do art, I left art school, and then I left art completely. But after a few years, I just couldn't stay away from art, and I decided to go to a neurologist about the shake and discovered I had permanent nerve damage. And he actually took one look at my squiggly line and said, well, why don't you just embrace the shake? So I did. I went home, I grabbed a pencil, and I just started letting my hand shake and shake. I was making all these scribble pictures. And even though it wasn't the kind of art that I was ultimately passionate about, it felt great. And more importantly, once I embraced the shake, I realized I could still make art. I just had to find a different approach to making the art that I wanted.
If you watch the video, the full video, the guy ends up reinventing himself and making crazy beautiful art. And this message really inspires me because it's about accepting the condition and finding new ways to reinvent yourself. So how do I embrace the shake? I get to drink a lot of milkshakes. How am I reinventing myself at the moment? Well, in my case, I had to calm down. I had to stop jumping around like a 10-year-old, and this has some benefits. I'm finally sitting down and writing my master thesis, something I had been putting off for quite some time. Also, I had never played a music instrument, so I picked up the ukulele 2 weeks ago. Finally, I wanted to find a way to still perform tricks and develop my coordination and challenge myself. So I started to juggle. And all these things did not ask me tons of effort. They just take 15 minutes here and there, or 5-minute break in between writing. What it does though is that it connects me to the things I love to do, which is playing around, challenging myself, and although I can't snowboard at the moment, I can still fulfill the things that I associate with snowboard. If you want to learn to play the ukulele, or if you want to learn to juggle, the links are popping up somewhere here. Go challenge yourself, enjoy it, it's a lot of fun. Share with me your story of reinventing yourself, or how a big accident meant that you discovered new things in life, or what you're currently struggling with, and I'll try to answer it and give you some positive thoughts. This was Filling the Void. See you soon.